From bone-rattling shots
blood streams down Butterbean's face from the cut under his left eye.
to jaw-snapping haymakers.
His popularity, not tonight anyway.
Oh, right, he goes down.
These 6 knockout punches of the most savage Butterbean ever unleashed. Eric Butterbean Ash isn't your typical boxer. Standing 5'11" and weighing over 400 pounds at his peak, Butterbean looked more like a bar bouncer than a professional fighter. But once the bell rang, he was a one-man wrecking crew. Nicknamed the King of the Four-Rounders, he compiled 77 wins with 58 knockouts across boxing, MMA, and kickboxing. Butterbean officially retired from boxing in 2013, though his last professional boxing match took place earlier in 2007. Despite stepping away from the spotlight, Butterbean left behind a legacy that punches through time. So let's relive his nastiest and ugliest knockouts.
He brings a record of 4-1 with 1 KO to his credit. He is the challenger, ladies and gentlemen. He is the IBA 4-round super heavyweight champion, an American legend, Butterbean.
On April 12, 1997, Butterbean stepped into the ring to defend his IBA super heavyweight title against Ed White in Las Vegas.
Boxing's gave him a new life, and you know, you have to look at the positives on what guys do. You know, Bean has a lot of people that follow him.
The round started with the crowd going crazy. White had the height, the reach, and a clear strategy to keep Butterbean at bay with long jabs and footwork.
Ed White starts out sticking the jab and trying to land a right hand behind it. Big Ed, early going, he's getting the better of the Butterbean.
White's plan seemed to be working well in his favor initially.
Grinning through the assault of Ed White,
But by round 2, the tides had shifted.
Hills Lane, criminal court judge from Reno, Nevada. Oh, Butterbean took a hard right hand from...
And then, in a matter of seconds, Butterbean unleashed the champion within him.
Oh! Haymaker right hand by Butterbean.
A devastating haymaker right launched him into the ropes. But the game wasn't over yet.
Hey, how you feel? You all right to continue?
Feels great.
White wasn't ready to admit defeat, but soon he realized it was a huge mistake.
Gonna give Butterbean too many chances.
Butterbean bulldozed through the distance, closed the gap, and landed a devastating overhand right that launched White into the ropes and straight out of the ring.
Blood streams down Butterbean's face from the cut under his left eye, but Ed White is gone.
And just like that, Butterbean landed a legendary victory. But this wasn't the only opponent Butterbean knocked out.
The challenger, Troy Roberts. Introducing the IBA Super Heavyweight Champion of the World, Butterbean.
In their 1998 bout, Butterbean faced Troy Roberts in Las Vegas.
Roberts feels the way to beat Butterbean, and it is the way, is if you can jab and give him some movement.
Weighing nearly 100 pounds more than Roberts, Butterbean came out swinging as expected.
He ended up, I think he in the major tough man contest came in twice second, but was such a hit with the fans that...
Despite Roberts' attempts to stay mobile and jab from a distance, the size and power gap proved too much.
And against Vitaly Klitschko, knocked out in the second round.
Butterbean slowly cut off the ring, landed heavy shots, and by the third round, cornered Roberts and dropped him with a massive right hand. Roberts got up once but was clearly dazed. And a follow-up barrage just 41 seconds into round 3 sealed the deal as the referee stepped in.
6, 7, 8. You okay to continue? All right.
We're gonna let it go on.
The crowd roared while Butterbean enjoyed his victory. It wasn't just a win, it was a demolition. Another notable win was the one with Sean O'Hare.
Elbows, obey my commands, protect yourself at all times, come out ready to fight. Hook 'em up!
It was 2006 and the Pride 32 ring was lit with anticipation. On one side stood Butterbean, the 400-pound brawler. And on the other side, Sean O'Hare, a former WWE star.
We're going to see a few hooks in this fight.
Ready? You ready? Bring it on, come on!
The bell rang and Butterbean wasted no time. He lumbered forward with that classic heavy-footed confidence.
Appearance a bit of a taekwondo background. That really hurt.
O'Hare tried to circle and keep distance, but what he didn't expect was that he'd be done for in just 29 seconds.
We talked about the hooks!
That's it.
That's right. A flurry of punches flew, and one massive right hand landed clean. Boom! O'Hare crumpled to the canvas like a sack of bricks. The ref dove in. It was over. Next up, we've got the savage highlight from when our champ laid out Clark.
There.
On January 13th, 1996, Butterbean stepped into the ring against George Clark. And from bell to bell, it was sheer domination.
It was more like on top of the head, but it still hurt him.
Clark trying to fight back. Butterbean dig into the body.
Clark tried to fight back, but Butterbean zeroed in with punishing body shots and cuts off the ring with precision power. In just one round, Clark was knocked down twice.
The men's business tonight.
Good right hand by Butterbean. Clark trying to fight back. That's it.
It was fast, brutal, and absolutely merciless. But Butterbean slayed again. Speaking of slaying, how can we forget Butterbean's epic showdown with Doug Norris?
Introducing dangerous Doug Norris. Introducing Eric Butterbean.
Butterbean and Doug Norris squared off in this match, with Norris seen as a rising star at the time. But that rising star was about to hit a brutal halt.
The thing you got to worry about with Butterbean is a clash of heads. That's a big head.
Seeing a big guy waddle into the ring, most people weren't betting on the win. Heck, even the commentator didn't hold back from cracking jokes.
That time, Doug Norris got his head in the stomach of Butterbean, also very large. Done this show for 15 years. I've never been worried. I was worried. The Butterbean was right over us.
Even Doug Norris, who was expected to show some sportsmanship, couldn't help but act a little cocky. But what happened next shut them all up for good.
But then he'll get popped. They clashed heads, and that's what hurt. Doug Norris, I was joking, but that was the problem.
Yep, Butterbean unleashed his fist of fury. And Doug, well, see for yourself how he responded.
Well, it's wild now, folks, and there goes Doug Norris. Well, he never should have slugged with him.
This knockout was crazy. But even this doesn't come close to the one where Butterbean made Ken Wood see stars in broad daylight.
Oh, good left hook.
He got a running start on that one.
On March 23, 1997, Butterbean stepped into the ring at the Memorial Coliseum in Corpus Christi against Ken Woods.
Well, Woods doesn't care about Butterbean's popularity, not tonight anyway.
And with his mad skills and insane power, Butterbean launched a punch Woods couldn't recover from, sending him straight into a daze.
Oh, good right, he goes down. Tremendous right by Butterbean. Whoa.
Poor Woods never stood a chance. All right, folks, which of these knockouts hit the hardest for you? Drop your favorite in the comments. And if you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.